Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's edition. And today we're looking at the foundation of achieving financial freedom in Cameroon, in Africa, especially for young people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world that you are following the session. Financial freedom basically means you have control, you can control your finances instead of being controlled by your finances. And it is very important to state that the process to financial freedom is not a get rich quick strategy. It's not a get rich quick strategy. All right, everybody, thank you again for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the video with your friends. Thank you for the feedback that we have had from the previous videos or sessions that we've done. So let us look at 11 practical things to do to lay a strong foundation for your financial freedom. 11 practical things. I'm saying practical things because these are things I have been doing for myself and I'm still doing. I'm not saying maybe I'm a multi-billionaire yet, that I am not broke, I am not poor, and I am on my journey to financial freedom, and I think these things are working for me, right? And that is why I am sharing them. There is a book I wrote a few years back, not a few years, 2 years ago, about the money code for young people. And I challenged myself that I will only make that book go public when I've made a certain amount of money in terms of about millions are concerned. I challenged myself, I need to make a couple of millions to this amount, then I can launch that book so that I can have proof that these things work. That book should be launched later this year or next year. So let's look at some of these things. Number one is get educated. It may not sound like what you wanted to hear, but you have to hear this one. Get educated. Now, what does that mean? It means that you need to have the ability to be able to find information, read that information, process the information, understand the information, and know how to independently act or make decisions based on that information. Yes, there are many young people I see struggling to experience financial freedom. Meanwhile, they don't know how to read well. They don't know how to write well. They don't know where to find information. They don't buy books. They don't follow blogs. They don't follow sessions like this. And you see that they keep living hand to mouth. And I've strongly encouraged people, education may no longer be the key to success, but I tell you, it's still a key in the society. I always recommend if you left school in primary school, please go back to evening school and start doing secondary school. If you left in secondary school, go to high school. If you left high school, go get a degree. You're not getting these because you want to get a job, but because you need this as a tool on your journey to success. Stop listening to people who keep saying that this person dropped out of Harvard or dropped out of school and was successful, all of that. Do you know the kind of high school they went through? Do you know the kind of homeschooling they went through? Do you know the kind of executive programs they have done? They give half information when motivational speakers say things like that. They don't give you the complete information about that. Get educated. Get educated. Number two, have a skill you can monetize. You don't just get up one morning and you are financially free. No, there is a process. You need to find a skill you can monetize. That is the foundation to financial freedom. Find a skill. Find a skill. It could be maybe you can be a barber. You can do hair for women. You can do makeup. You can make some cosmetics and sell. You can whatever skill that you can monetize. Have a skill you can monetize. If you are listening to this and you have no tangible skill that somebody can pay you and you get that something done, go get a skill. Go to a vocational training center, go to a computer center, go to a short program, go learn a tangible skill that you can use to make money. Number three, start making a living first, then make the dream. Yes, many young people always confuse They want to leave and just start living their dream. It doesn't, the journey to your dream is long. It's a very long journey. It's a very long, it took me 10 years to be able to live my dream. And talk to many successful people, it took them years. Stop skipping the main stage of making a living first, and stop being driven by what you see on social media, what people are, the fake life majority of these people are sharing on social media. Most of these guys have cars and houses on social media, but offline, they are living in uncompleted story building. Offline, they're trekking. Offline, they don't have jobs. Offline, they don't have a business. Stop being moved by that. Start making a living. What does that mean? Focus on, do you have where to sleep? Do you have shelter? Do you have what to eat? Can you clothe yourself? Can you take care of the basic things that proves that you are a human being that have sense, that you're going somewhere, right? Yes, start by making a living first. When you're able to guarantee your living, when the idea of where will I sleep, what will I eat, what will I wear, when these basic things no longer disturb your mind, your mind can think well about the dream. Your mind can establish a roadmap to achieving your dream. Number 4 is be intentional to always increase your income when responsibilities increase. This is very important. Many of our parents struggled, and instead of growing into wealth, grew into poverty because of this. I saw this with my mom. I saw this in my family. For example, you see somebody whose maybe monthly salary is 100,000 francs, and they were single at that time. They get married and they give birth to a child. A child comes, that's new responsibility added to the already existing responsibilities. The salary remains the same. So there's an increase in responsibility with no corresponding increase in salary. The second child comes after 2 years, the salary remains the same. The second child is there. So responsibilities are increasing while income is the same. So instead of growing into riches, they are growing into poverty, right? So be intentional that if you want to increase no responsibility, your first question is, how will I increase my income so that this income can take care of this responsibility? Don't leave a one-room house to an apartment when you have not increased your source of income. You're just trying to please people or claim that you live in an apartment and not in a one-room house. So increase your income before you increase responsibility. Number 5 is know how money works. Yes, you cannot start talking about financial freedom when you have no idea how money works. Know how money works. What does that mean? 3 things. Know how to make money, know how to keep money, know how to save money, that's what I mean, and know how to multiply money. These 3 things. That is, know how to make money, know how to save money, know how to invest money, that is multiplying the money. And to know how money works in these 3 stages, read about money. Buy books on money, read blogs about money, have a mentor who can teach you about money every week, every month. Have a coach, a financial management coach. Know how money works. Number 6, get a job, or do not be excited to quit your job for some promises. Don't see, motivational speakers are up and down to excite you that a job is the bribe they are giving you to forget your dream, which is a lie. Network marketers will tell you that because they want you to join, to give them money so they can eat some bonuses because you have joined their company. It's a lie. Your job is not the bribe that you to forget your dream. Your job is a seed for you to use and build your dream for tomorrow, for you to use and build your financial freedom. So if you are unemployed, stop thinking about financial freedom. If you don't have a basic either job or a small business, if you cannot get a job, start a small business. You need a foundation. Remember the few things I talked about earlier? Know how to make money first, know how to keep the money before you start talking about financial freedom. Okay, stop skipping stages. Good. Number 7, pick a sector and master how investment in that sector works. Very important. Yes, when you're getting to financial freedom, you look at all the wealthy people, they are rich because of a particular sector. You see a billionaire who's rich because of technology, a billionaire who's rich because of manufacturing, a billionaire who's rich because he is import and export, a billionaire because he runs education, a billionaire because he's into music, right? Pick your own sector. Which sector are you passionate about? Which sector do you have knowledge about? Master that sector. Guys are wealthy because of real estate. So which sector do you think you would like to be a billionaire in it? You would like to be a millionaire in it? You would like to experience financial freedom? Pick a sector, start reading about that sector. Luckily for us, there are books everywhere about almost every sector. Follow thought leaders, follow experts who are making it in their sectors. Follow them on social media, read what they write, follow their videos, and so on. Number 8, work on your mindset and belief system. Yes, you cannot expect to experience financial freedom when you don't believe that you can be a millionaire, when you don't believe that you can be a billionaire, when you don't believe that you can even succeed at all. You cannot have a negative mindset and expect to experience financial freedom, because your hands can only handle what your mind created. Your hands can only get to work based on the level of belief system that enhances your entire system. Start believing that you're a success. Start believing that you can make it work. Start believing that you can make your first 1 million in December. Start believing that you can make your first 10 million by the end of 2021. Start believing that before you clock 30, you'll be 25 million francs, which whatever, but have the right mindset and have the right belief system. Number 9, wear the long lens always. Wear the long lens always. Please, please, financial freedom is not a quick scheme. Don't expect to start today and then tomorrow morning you're a billionaire, you're a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. Even if you go to a ritualist, there's a process, right? Wear the long lens always. Anticipate your finance. Anticipate, have a plan. Know that this is going to take you some time before you're able to make your money, and keep working. Believe in the process. Put in your best in the process. Enjoy the process. Wear the long lens. When you have a short lens or you have quick expectations, when you start failing, you can quickly go into depression because you start feeling as if life is not for you. You start feeling as if you're a failure. Meanwhile, you're not a failure. You just need to respect the process. Number 10, discipline your financial life. Very important. Many people are struggling because they know how to make money, but they don't know how to discipline their financial life. Discipline how you spend money. Discipline the things you buy. Discipline how you save. Discipline how you invest. Discipline how you help family. Many of us are broke because all the family problems are on your head. You want to absorb every, I'm saying you don't have your family, but you need to have a plan on how you help your family. For example, I always recommend my clients to do this. Always have a percentage of your monthly income that goes to a couple of things. There should be a percentage that goes to your basic expenses that help you make a living, like house rent, bills, and feeding, etc. It could be 10-15% of your income. Have a percentage that you save. It could be 25% or 20% of your monthly income. Have a percentage that you keep because of your future plans to invest. Have a percentage for helps, for family helps. Don't just have loose money. Have a percentage. I have that. I have a percentage that I keep every month, which is dedicated. You know what? If any family member reached out to me for help, I take money from this and I give them. If that family help is finished for that month, you reach out to me for a certain case, I don't have money to give you. Wait till next month. Your emergency is not my emergency. Many people are broke because they don't know how to discipline their financial life. Number 11, avoid getting into bad debt. Only go for productive debt. What do I mean? Avoid borrowing money to buy liabilities. Avoid borrowing money to buy iPhone. Avoid borrowing money to buy dresses. Avoid borrowing money to do things that cannot bring you more money. Avoid borrowing money to start a business. Especially a business. Borrow money to expand an already existing business. Don't borrow money to start a business because that business may fail because you don't have the experience, you don't have the skills, you may not be ready to make it work. Don't borrow money to invest in one phone investment scheme. If you want to invest in anything, only invest money that if you lose, you will sleep. Don't lose money that if you lose the money, you lose your sleep, you lose your mental health, you lose your peace, you lose friends, you lose anything that is important to you. Only go for productive debt. That's what do I mean? Borrow money to put in a business that you have already started and you have seen results. Only borrow money and replicate what is already working. Borrow money to buy an asset like a land, and you should have a plan on how you're going to pay back that money. You already have a taxi, you can borrow money to buy a second taxi because you have experience to make that taxi, that business work. Only go for productive bets. Okay, so your financial life should be under your control. Stop living it to chance. Stop guessworking. You don't guesswork and you become rich. You don't guesswork and you experience financial freedom. It's a plan. It takes intentionality. And these things I've shared, they're not in any order. These 11 things, and these are just the foundation. There are many other things that I will share in subsequent sessions with you, and definitely will challenge you. Okay, share with us what is the one thing that you have learned from this session that you will start implementing immediately, and leave a question under the comments, and please share with your friends, like and please do comment. Where are you commenting from right now? Your location, and we can connect, and maybe in your town next week, next month, next year, in your country, your city, and all of that. All right, people, let's connect. Go to my website, javnyuyjoybert.com/blog. You are going to see more than 600 plus articles on diverse things: productivity, success strategies, business expansion, how to make life decisions, and much more. We can connect on WhatsApp also. Do have a great time ahead. Remember, you are rare, you are remarkable.